Look at these baskets. I mean, you can use them for anything. You could, newspapers, mail, you could use them as a trash basket, use them as anything. Put them in your bathroom, the little one, right? Odds and ends, $29.95. It's fantastic, right? What a deal. All right. We are going to continue on with my friend Craig, and we're going to talk about the CreateACard dies. This is a set of 3. So if you want to create really, really beautiful, stunning cards, I recommend you get this. The price is dropped from $47 to $29. What it is a 3-piece set. In each set, there are 5 pieces of the Gemini die sets. So one of them is called Rose Garden. The other one is called, this is cute, Dainty Doodles. And the other one is called Floral Fancy. Each one of these has amazing, intricate designs and details, and it's a great addition for any crafter. Again, on sale. Simple setup right here. Craig will take you through on how you utilize these, but the cards you can make are truly spectacular. Craig, take us on a little tour of what we can do with this.
Right, let's do that then, Guy. Let's have a look at these ones. I know you were just showing them there, but this is how these look. And these are big, Guy. The amount of metal that you are getting is absolutely exceptional for that price. Where you've got the Dainty Doodles, you've also then got your Rose Garden, and then you're also then going to be getting one of my favorites, and that is the Floral Fancy as well. These are what we class as CreateACard dies, so therefore they're either going to cut into your cardstock or use the outer die to cut out, but you've got all these nesting dies within the middle as well. That then means you can then cut in black, pop that onto your white cardstock, and Guy, that's just our tri-blends. Colour in the middle with our tri-blends or any of your alcohol-based pens. That is using the acetate I showed you earlier, and then another form of paper piecing, like I showed Natasha beforehand. Do your inky backgrounds, that's the Dainty Doodles. We're going to be using that die in a moment. Shaker cards, but shakers onto boxes there, Guy, with paper piecing as well. More paper piecing, layering up with that foam on a roll. There is so many ways that you can use them. And I thought, let's do, a simplistic, but a really, really eye-catching card. And that's starting off. This is just some of our deep purple Centura Pearl. And for anyone who wants to know, I've cut it to 4.5 inches by 6.5 inches. And what I've done is I've scored up to the 5 3/4. So what I've got is a little hinge there. Then I'm going to go in with the Dainty Doodles. Let's go in with that main big die. So that's going to cut in. That's going to stay in my cardstock because I'm not putting in that outside edge there. So let's bring this one in, Guy, with my low tack tape. I'm then going to then just tape that down. We've got, of course, all of those matte and layer dies or nesting dies in the middle that we can be using as well. Base plate, frosted, magnetic top. We're going to line them up. We're going to run these ones through the Gemini. And I'm going to say it again, Guy, even when it comes to these ones, if you don't have a Gemini, please don't worry. You're still going to be able to use all of our dies with other brands as well. So please don't worry about that. Let's bring in this die cut and then look at... Do you know what this reminds me of? Holiday lights, Christmas lights. Maybe put little gems or something, and then that could be your lights for Christmas time or season's greetings. Fab ways in which you can use them. But because I've got my hinge there, what we're then going to do is we're just going to come in with a piece of cardstock. This is white cardstock, and I've cut it to the same size. That then means if I put my adhesive on the top here, Guy, bring it in, I'm going to lay that over the top. I'm then going to fold that over. I've now created my own card blank. That then means what we can do is if I bring in a piece of lilac here, so this is just lilac Centura Pearl, and I'm going to add, let's do the largest. You've got 3 choices. You can use them all if you want to, but let's tape it in. We're going to bring in my plate. So same plate, frosted, magnetic, top plate, run in that one then through. And then because you've got these dies, although I'm creating that layer die at the moment here, Guy, what you could do is, if I show you that same die here, so that is what I want here. But say, Guy, that I cut that die into the middle, we've now got an aperture, we've got a frame. Put a photo behind there if you want to, but I'm not going to. We're going to lay that on. Let's bring in our tape here, and we're going to keep it simple, but we're going to do it for a friend. So let's pop that into there. And this is just a die-cut sentiment I've got from my stash. I know previously you've been able to get them on HSN, so I know many of you will have them. Let's put that there at an angle here, and I'm going to press that in. And then there, if I close that up, we can always just put in a little bow there. We can then go in, if you've got a sentiment stamp for a special friend, and then bringing in that big box of paper that Sarah brought the other month, put that to the back there, and there is our card blank. You can write onto the back if you want to, but look at the Dainty Doodles that you've got. How fab is that?
You know, I watched you make that, and it wasn't really complicated. I mean, but the end result, Craig, is really, really impactful. Like when you look at that, it's simple, but as you look at it, you know, it's got all that tactile, you know, kind of like three-dimensional, because you have you can see through it and all that. There's so much that goes into looking at that, but there wasn't really a lot into doing it. So if you are a new crafter,
not a lot.
I would tell you, grab these. These will be a staple for you, and not really complicated when you have to whip out 5 or 6 cards at a time when you need to do that. $29, excuse me, and 95 cents. 825-676 if you're going to write the item number down, but get it home. Remember, you load up the cart today, and remember, these are things you may not be using in the next month or two, but maybe you use them when we get closer to holiday. Maybe you're going to use them for Valentine's Day. Maybe you're going to use them for a special event in the spring that you have coming up. So plan ahead. That's why we do the free shipping on the bigger orders, because we know people are stocking up right now. You can't miss out on this event, and I believe, Rocky, are we the only crafting clearance shows of the day? I think we are, right? I think we're the only ones. So you can go to hsn.com all day, and you can check out all the other stuff if you miss anything with us. All right, Craig, go get a cup of Joe or whatever, and we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with more. Stick around.
We understand.